Max Versace. I am from Italy, and the name of the company I founded and I'm the CEO of is Neurala. My parents were also immigrants. They came from South Italy to North Italy. And at a certain point, my uncle became the mayor of this town, small town, whose business was mostly building cruise ships. I started to study psychology in Italy and quickly converged into neuroscience. And I was interested in how the brain works as my major scientific endeavor, because it's sort of the brain is the underlying machines that all other sciences kind of derive from. So I got in love with the idea of pursuing this as a career, and then I applied for several PhDs in Italy, but none of them had money, and I applied for a Fulbright fellowship, and I got that. And so I decided to leave and come to Boston, where the major department that was studying artificial intelligence was in the world. And so I've been here since then. The foundation behind the business is purely going back to our roots of academia, right? So the three co-founders, we studied how the brain works, build mathematical equation that emulates the way people perceive, navigate, or understand or produce speech, or in general the behavior produced by the brain. And so we were doing this sort of for academic purposes until we built something that was useful. And so in particular, working with DARPA and NASA, we started to build this artificial nervous system that were able to power a robot and give it a brain, and so relieving the operator from having to drive, for instance, a robot on Mars. Over the years we have morphed, and today Neurala builds a visual-based system, so a system that can enable camera to perceive, that you can put essentially everywhere, from a cell phone to a robot to a drone to an industrial machines, to give them the ability to understand what they're looking at. So application range from more mundane, like digital photography in cell phones. We are in about 40 million cell phones, all the way from robots that inspect, for instance, aisles in a supermarket. We are in about 500 of those, to drones that are either used by consumer for fun or doing things that are more useful, like inspecting an oil rig or a power line, all the way to larger bodies, if you will, like industrial machines that are producing thousands of products per day. And we are the AI inside these machines that enable to understand if a product is okay or defective.
What is the inherent advantage of having, within your company, all these different backgrounds coming together?
I wouldn't know how else to do it, in a sense, right? You're trying to get the best people for the job, and it turns out that they are equally distributed across the globe, and so to me there wouldn't be any other way to do it. To me, it would be weird otherwise.